So welcome to week one of the seminal activity, and we're really sorry because we realized that most of the, if not all of the recordings in this seminar activities were not recorded. So I'm just using this as a medium to try to provide a substitute. So quickly go ahead and look into the seminar activities for week one. So welcome to the business data analysis module. I'm one of the seminar tutors, and I'm looking forward to helping you um, derive the the skills that are necessary to succeed in business in the modern business world. And we realize that using analytical or making analysis on existing data, business data, is critical into extracting useful information for timely decision making. So if we look at this activity, we have 6 of them here. And the first one, activity 1, is calculate with Excel the result of the following expressions. In order to do this in Excel, I'll just copy this activity and take it to Excel. I hope I was not even sharing. If I come here and start again. So we're looking at activity 1 for week 1 of the business data analysis model. For here, we look at doing these, following these expressions and using mathematical operations to work out something in Excel. So if we copy and paste and try to go to Excel, because we'll be using Excel a lot, and then use this, we just open a new sheet and then paste what we have. In order to do these expressions, we use this column here. The first thing to do is always to put the equal to sign. That tells Excel that you are requesting it to carry out a mathematical operation. So if you say equal to in that box that you want the answers to pop up, you do 82 minus 10 times 4, and just click the enter button, and that's 42. 82 minus 10 times 4. Usually, if you note the bid mass, where you look at brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, we would have started first 10 times 4. We'll start with this equation first. 10 times 4 to get 40, and 82 minus 40 will give you 42. Okay, so we come here and put the equal to sign, 25 plus, and put the brackets, minus 77, and close the bracket and put enter. We'll have minus 52. So we have 77 in negative and we have 25 in positive. And in order to carry out this operation, plus times minus is minus. And that's why we're reducing 77 by 25, which will give us 52. But we still have the negative sign there. The next one will be, remember your equal to sign, 5. A good thing to note is the asterisk is used in Excel as the multiplication sign. So anywhere you see asterisk, you know that in Excel, that's for multiplication. And that's 5 times 60 raised to the power of 2. And then we have to do that raised to the power of 2 and enter. So we have 60 raised to the power of 2 will be 60 times 60. That will be 600 and 3,600. 3,600 times 5 will give us 18,000. If we come here, remember your equal to sign, you do 37, remember asterisk for multiplication, you open your bracket, 6 plus 23, and that's put your enter, and that's what we have. Normally we'd have done, because of the brackets, remember brackets come first. This is the order in which you carry out the mathematical operation in an equation. So you have the brackets first, the indices second, division third, multiplication fourth, addition fifth, and subtraction sixth. But with Excel, Excel knows that already. So all you just need to do is know how to ask Excel to carry out the operations. So equal to 275 divided, and now you know division in Excel is forward slash. Forward slash, that's what's called division. Open your brackets, 120 minus 30, you close your brackets and press enter. And that's the way to carry out these operations or solve these expressions. Okay, so that will be the answer. You could use your calculators to check this as well. Okay, so we'll go back, we'll stop sharing here and try to look at activity 2 for week 1. So activity 2 is this. We have the Algo store recorded the following amounts related to sales of related products of a certain store in the interior of UK in the month of December. You're asked to calculate the total sales value. To get your total sales, remember you have this stands for quantity. So quantity times price. So I sold 25. What this means is I've sold 25 units of air conditioning at the price of £233 each. So for each of these air conditioning, they cost, or they were priced at £233 by Algo store, and they were able to sell 25. So it will be 25 units multiplied by the price. Okay, remember your selling price times the amount of units sold. That will give you the subtotal for air conditioning. So the total of air conditioning, we're looking at more than other products. That's why it's subtotal. The total amount for air conditioning will be 25 times 233. The total sales revenue generated on fans will be 120 units sold at the price of £29 for each of those fans. So you multiply 120 by 29 to get your subtotal, and so also for all the other products. Okay, so if we just copy this and take it to Excel, so I'll stop sharing now and bring up the Excel sheet. That's the Excel sheet. There we go. We'll come here, let's come here, and so we have this now. We have when we're being asked to remember the question. We go back to find the question. The question was pretty much you're asked to calculate the total sales value. Okay, we're looking for the total sales value. We'll come back here. Just stop sharing and show that on the right screen. Okay, so we have this. To calculate the total sales value, first we have to get the subtotals. The subtotals will be the quantity sold times the price at which each of the quantities were sold. So to get that one, remember your equal to sign first. That's the first thing you do to tell Excel what to do. You click on this box times this box, and that's your answer. You click on that small thing and draw it down to, it gives you all, so 20, we do 120, oh, I have to put the equal to sign, remember I forgot to, times 29. We have the same amount. Since we've done it, we've told Excel do the same, and that's why drawing it down gives us the same answer. So this is actually the question, the total revenue. We've gotten all the subtotals. How do we get the total revenue? The total revenue will be, get the formula equal to sum, that's summarize. You don't leave it like this. If you click on this sum that comes first, it will open of the first bracket. So we do something like this. Okay, so, or you could just go ahead and do it. Okay, so you click on the first one, draw it down by pressing it to the end and leave it. So it takes you, if you don't want to click on it, you could just put Q3, means Q, that's the column, and 3. So it knows that you're talking about this. So Q3 semicolon Q9 tells it Excel that you're talking about these boxes from here down. Okay, so if we try it again, instead of just clicking it, I'll put Q3, let me use capital, Q3 semicolon Q9. It's taking all that as well. So there are different ways you can go about um, manipulating the data to achieve your set goal or set objectives. So that pretty much is what we've been asked to derive, the total revenue. But to get the total revenue, we had to get the subtotals, which is the multiplication of this quantity by price for each of these products. So that's activity 2 done. Please send me an email or your module convener, and also seminar tutors if you'd want further assistance or you have further questions. Okay, so that's my email, and just send me an email if you are struggling with what I've just said. We'll go to activity 3. We'll first stop sharing and try to search for activity 3. We've done all activity 2. For activity 3, in relation to activity 2, it is known that a company collects 17% of VAT, and thus you must adjust the actual revenue made by sales. In the VAT column, the VAT value for each product line should be highlighted. So what we could do is, remember it's 17%, we'll go back to the Excel file and get the VAT column. So all we need to do is, here we put the VAT, okay, VAT being 17%. Okay. VAT being 17%. So to get 17%, that's pretty much, 17% is pretty much 17 divided by 100. Okay, that's 0.7. So 0.7 times the subtotal. 0.7 times the subtotal. So what we would do is, we would say for here equal to, okay, and then we do the dollar sign. No, sorry, let's take that out. So that's the box that we are looking at. Okay, put the dollar sign there, and then you're multiplying that by the subtotal. Okay, if we do that and take that down, it gives us no. Let's take out there. So what we've done is pretty much use this as a means of subtracting the VAT, which is 17%. from each of these items. So we also have let's take out all this. Okay, so come back to the Excel. You might need to all we need to do is do it individually, but I just want to show you how to do it as a group. Data 17% was 0.17. Is T R3 is very important. We come here, the equality sign. And if we click on this times this times this, we put the dollar sign before and after. Okay. Beautiful. Now all you just need to do is take this all down. Okay. So what you do is, let me do this again. Take all that out. If we start, we want to get the VAT. We've already determined from the question the VAT is 17%. Okay, 17%. You put your equal to sign, and then you choose, because it's 17% of all this subtotals. That one, and then times this. But you have to put the dollar sign before and after the T. Okay, that tells it that all these calculations should be taken from this one only. Okay, so once I've done this now and I press enter, it gives us that. All I just need to do is draw this down, and it does it for us as well. Okay, if we even draw the total down, it'll still give us the right one. Okay, so this pretty much is this R10 or R9, it should be R9 or R10 times T3. But to get T3, we put dollar sign before and after T. So it tells you that only this item you're supposed to use. Multiply this by each of these ones. That's what the dollar sign is doing. Okay, so that's pretty much how we get the total VAT that is taken from the subtotal. If we now get the final, we will now have to subtract these. So to get the grand total, we will now have to supply equal to sign these minus these. Okay, so after the adjustments, that will be what we have left. Adjustments for VAT. Okay, I hope you got that. If we go to activity 4, we'll find out activity 4. We'll find out what we're supposed to do next. So activity 4, the footwear store PLC uses a markup process. So markup means you get your cost and then you mark it up to know your what the selling price would be to determine the selling price. So we have here footwear store uses markup process to generate the sales price, the selling price of its products. It is known that the current multiplier is 2.5. So 2.5 times the cost will give you the selling price. And that's what that is. And so this, so from the cost of each model, calculate the final selling price, okay, for each of this product. We know the cost, we want to know the selling price, okay. And this must be done in cell D11, okay. Let's see how that works. We stop sharing and then try to go to our Excel. We see that we'll open a new page. Okay, let's put that on there. So we know that our multiplier is 2.5. So 2.5 is our multiplier. Multiplier 2.5. Okay. And how do we do this? So it's pretty much the cost of producing this model is one maybe pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds for each of this model. Okay, and the markup is 2.5. So you just to get that equal to, okay, these times this. Okay, but remember we put our dollar sign before and after. Okay, and that helps it. So once we drag it, we have the right thing. That's why we're putting the dollar sign, because it's telling you multiply 1 by 2.5, 5 by 2.5, 10 by 2.5, 20 by 2.5, 50 by 2.5, and 100 by 2.5. Okay, let's look at the that's pretty much the final sales. So calculate the final sales price. That's pretty much the final sales price. Okay. So if we've done activity 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have activity 5. Activity 5, we're asked to we'll stop sharing and be sure that it's on the right page. We're asked to pretty much let me go copy it. The University of Roehampton wants to budget the purchases of office supplies. Let me come to this. This is where I'm reading it out from. I think it's that one. So yeah, activity 5. The University of Roehampton wants to budget the purchases of office supplies. The material to be purchased is listed below. With respective unit prices, calculate the total value of the purchase, considering that 25 blocks of A4 paper, 100 pens, 30 text markers, 40 post-it, and 4 ink cartridges will be purchased. So we'll put these units here: 125 blocks of A4 papers. We have 100 pens, 30 markers. Let's write that down. So we have 25, 100, 30, 40, and 4. Excuse me. We come to the Excel sheet, okay, to do the calculations. So in Excel, we'll come here. We have this already. So we have 25, we have 100 pens to be purchased, 30 excuse me, markers, and 40 post-it excuse me, and finally 4 ink cartridges. Okay, remember our question was calculate the total value of purchases. Total value of purchases. Okay, that's what we're calculating. Total value of purchases. Value of purchases. So we've put in, we're told 25 units of A4 paper at the price of £4, 2 pence, or 20 pence rather. And we have 100 pens at the price of 45 pence. 30 markers at the price of 37 pence. 40 post-its at the price of £3, 30 pence, and 4 ink cartridges at the price of £75. To get the subtotal, like we did before, remember your equal to sign first. Unit price multiplied by quantity. Okay, so you do that, you bring that down. That gives you the subtotal. To get the now grand total, remember what we do for grand total is sum. You just go ahead and open the bracket instead of clicking it. Click from here down, close your brackets, and enter. And that's the grand total. Okay? So this is the grand total of the purchases that University of Roehampton will make based on the quantity and the unit price. Okay? So if we go to the final, stop sharing again, and go to the final one. So the final one will be activity 6. Okay, activity 6 says, come back to it. I think I should just copy it. Let's see how it goes. We come to Excel again. Yes, we'll open another one. Just click on it. Okay. we've seen what has been asked of us. Sales Department of CWI Industrial Equipment recorded the following sales in pounds by region. Okay, so based on the numbers provided, you're asked to calculate the totals by products and by region. Okay, total by products and by region will be this. Here, totals, this will be the by region. So south, total, north, south, east, and west. Remember your formula for total. Sum, open your bracket, this. Close your bracket, enter. Same applies for them. Just draw it down. It gives you 20, 20, 30, 70, 30, 10, 20, 60, 40, 40, 50, 130. Okay? And also we want the totals for this as well. To get the total, remember, same. You do your sum, open the bracket first, click on that one, draw it down, close your bracket. That's it. Do the same here. You can actually do the same here too. Okay, that's by the first one we've asked. Calculate the totals by product and region. Then second thing we asked, rewrite the report in US dollars. Okay, so we're asked to rewrite the report in US dollars. Just okay, so we're rewriting the report in US dollars, considering the US dollars to be $1 to £1.75. So for $1, we have, I think it's actually in the real world, it's actually the other way around. But here we have it in the question, and we'll follow what has been given us. Okay, so for £1, it's equivalent to for $1 is equivalent to £1.75. Okay, so how do we convert how do we now convert the pounds into dollars? Okay, so every $1 we have 1.75. So that will be pretty much 0.75. Okay, 0.75. Okay. So exchange rate 1.75, okay? And then we multiply that for each of the items. Thank you. If we continue and just finalize activity 6, we'll find out that we could, I think I've done a few of the work there. Just go try to take all the answers out. So just pretty much do it ourselves. Just we try to see for the exchange rate. I think it's the other way around. The pounds is one pound for 100 for a dollar. $1.75. So there was a typo. So we have for every pound, we need we need a dollar and 75 cents for every pound. So we come here in order to do that. Remember, just put your equal to sign, and we're pretty much converting all these figures back to the dollar. So we times that by 175. And so if we do choose that cell and multiply by yes, remember you put your dollar sign so you can use it the other ones. And it gives you, and all you just need to do is draw this down and draw this all the way. But do that and then still draw it all the way. That's the beauty of using that dollar here just after, and then telling Excel that use this to calculate, to multiply by all these um, boxes here, okay, and the items there. That's how we convert this into the US dollar using the exchange rate 1.75. Okay? So it takes, we need $1.75 to get £1. Okay, that's the exchange or the conversion rate. Okay, so if we go to the next one where we are required to by the share percentage by region. So we want to get the percentage by regions. What we need to do is these are the regions here that goes horizontally. Okay, so north, south, east, west. Those are the regions. In order to get the percentage, you get the individual over the sum. So what I mean by that, remember your equal to sign, that's the first item we're looking at. To get the percentage, we divide it by the total. Okay, if we do that, remember we put our dollar sign in between, so that will make us just draw it pretty much. Okay, so it tells us 10%. We hold here just to this one. We do the same thing here. Put your equal to sign, and then what you want to do is also click on that one divided by the total. Remember, you put your dollar sign so you can just draw it pretty much, okay? And that's equal to, draw it to the right. Same thing applies here as well. Equal to sign, click on the item, and then over the total, put the dollar sign in between, and click. Okay, same as here as well. Equal to sign, equal to sign, and use this one here, divided by that one. Put dollar sign, press enter, and draw it to the right. Okay, and the final one is put the equal to sign this divided by that. Put our dollar sign in both places. And that's it. We draw it to the end. Okay. The same thing applies for product, but while we're going this way, product will be coming vertically. Okay, so we use these same ones before the products here. We come here, equal to sign. We click on that, divided by the total. That's a problem. This was just double check. Okay, yeah, that is correct. Okay. What we could do here, equal to this, divided by or dollar sign as well. That's the problem. 10, do the same thing here. But there's something we should be 10. We'll actually use this one instead of using the percentage. And that's what we're Let's take all this ones out. Sorry about that. We wouldn't use this one, we'll use this one, okay? So here, we have our equal to sign, that divided by, put your dollar sign, and enter. Okay? Then drag this down all the way. Same thing for here, equal to sign, this one, divided by the sum. Okay, put your dollar sign in between D and enter. Then you can draw this down all the way. Okay, and finally, for the percentage by product, we use not that one, right? It's this one divided by the total. Okay, remember to put your dollar sign in between and then press enter. Okay, you draw this down all the way. It should be fine. Finally, go with the total. Okay, and that one, dollar sign in between and press enter. Okay, so we've done it by region, percentage by regions, percentage by products, and now percentage in relation to totals. Okay, so we just copy all the totals here and all the totals here, total percentage. Okay, so choose 27.78, 27.78, 27.78, 44.44. 44.44. We have 28, 19, 17, 36, 28, 19, 17, 30. We just copy this here and copy this here. Okay. And now to get the percentage, we would have to do the against. We have this, so it will be for here. Share in relation to totals. Just click purchase now. That divided by the total. Okay. And then we put our dollar sign. In terms of the percentage, equal to Yeah, we're looking at engines. And just put let's just double check this. Okay. So we could just continue and just finish the final activity in activity 6, the final task in activity 6. We'll go back to the Excel file just to finish up. And it would then be the individual content over the sum. This is the total. So we'll have for there that divided by that. Okay, and then we do that as we put in $sign, okay, as a constant, as we call it. So what we can do is draw this down. I think it should be fine to draw all this down. Okay, so that's pretty much how to use Excel to do these calculations. So thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to send me an email. Daniel Amona at roehampton.ac.uk. Thank you for watching this and all the best. Bye now.